and welcome to Mr. Garo's DVD and Blu-Ray Reviews, episode 307. As you know, I review Blu-rays and DVDs of mostly horror films because I'm a big horror collector, as you can tell by my vast collection directly behind me. And today we're going to be looking at a movie called Dangerous People that was kindly sent to me by SGL Entertainment. And what's strange about this movie is that the director of this movie and star and writer of this movie is named Garo like me. How many people do you run into as that same name? Not many. We even have the same last name, which is it's all those words down there. Yeah, I mean, I can't pronounce it, and I've had this name for all my life, and I don't know how he decided to go into movies with such a name people can't pronounce. I mean, just look at it. I'm sorry. I should stop because I almost said the word that, you know, Hillary Clinton uses to describe Donna Brazile when she's in private. So let me stop. I mean, this is 2017. We should stop having, you know, last names with those three letters as the first three. I mean, let's stop it. You know what? BLM, Black Lives Matter. Guys, come on. Let's get with it, okay? So, but we're not here to talk about names we can't pronounce. We're here to talk about a movie called Dangerous People. And this one's a strange one, guys. It's kind of, you don't want to give too much away because it kind of goes one way, but then it goes kind of another way you weren't expecting. But to put the movie in kind of a nutshell, it's about these like two guys who are like serial killers, and they meet this girl in a bar, and then they take her back, and then, you know, something fucked up happens, and then boom, you're in this kind of weird thing. And you know, it's not like any other movies that you're seeing now. It's kind of weird and weird, and you know, I mean, depending on how you feel about weirdness, you'll either love this or hate this. But you know, it's definitely an interesting movie. There's a lot of drug stuff in it. And as anybody who knows me knows that I'm a straight edger. I've never done drugs. And, you know, this movie is got a lot of, like, drug stuff in it. So if you're against that, you might not be into it. You know, I'm straight edger, like I said before, but I could kind of, I got over it, you know, and it was kind of entertaining what they were doing with it. But yeah, and there's a lot of nudity in this movie, and if you don't like nudity, you probably won't like this, and I should state it's female nudity and not male nudity, because some of you might like male nudity. I don't, but if you like female nudity, there's a lot of it. The lead actress, Angelina Lay, she's a Playboy model, and she is naked for a lot of this movie. A lot. So if that's something you have a problem with, I would probably avoid this movie. This movie was also made by the people who made another movie that I have in my collection, who I reviewed in episode 56, a movie called Actress Apocalypse. This movie was directed by Richard Anaski. And he has got a writing credit on Dangerous People, and he's in the movie, and he's listed as a producer. And Garo, the guy who directed this movie, who I share a name with, he was a writer on this, and an actor and a producer on this movie. So they kind of switched directing, like one directed this, one directed the other. Who knows who's going to direct the next one? We don't know. But yeah, this movie is kind of got the same type of sense of humor as this movie. So if you've seen this movie and you like it, you're probably going to like this one, maybe. But yeah, this one, it's out of print, hard to find. If you can find it on Amazon, grab a copy. But let's talk about the extras on this movie, because this is a very jam-packed Blu-ray. There's a trailer for Actress Apocalypse on this Blu-ray, and it's promising a new director's cut of this movie, so hopefully we'll see that soon. But this movie also has one commentary track, which is weird because I heard that there were going to be 3 commentary tracks on there, but there's only one. But I heard that the 2 unreleased commentary tracks are going to be released by the Midnight Movie Cowboys podcast, and their address is right there, and those should be coming later in December, maybe January. But yeah, just go to midnightmoviecowboys.com And watch out, because they're going to have the other two commentary tracks that should have been on this Blu-ray. I don't know why they aren't here. I didn't make the movie. I just got the same name as the guy, but I don't know why they're not here. But they are going to be released, so don't worry about that. But this also has, but the commentary track that's on there was a cast commentary featuring, Angelina Lee, Vincent Stalba, and Garo, and a guy named Hunter Dusing from the Midnight Movie Cowboys kind of moderates it all. It's a very fun commentary track, and I think you'll enjoy it. And then the other thing that's in here is there's a behind the scenes, like over an hour behind the scenes, and it seems like Angelina's naked in the movie. She's naked almost throughout the whole behind the scenes thing. It's like, did she ever put clothes on during the movie? I could just feel the guys being like, probably were really uncomfortable, on the movie with her just walking around naked all the time. But there's that. There's an alternative kill scene with the character that Vincent Stalba plays. There's an uncensored photo gallery, which just goes to prove even more that Angelina did not like to wear clothes on the set of the movie. There's a bunch of different trailers. There's a cute little extra where Garo, the director, not me, we're two totally different people, actually, commentaries on raw footage and why it didn't make it into the movie, and that was cool. There's a lot of really cool extras. There's extras, longer Angelina nude scenes in it, if that's even possible, but they're in here. So overall, I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's not perfect, but what movie is perfect? A lot of mainstream movies aren't perfect either. But this is a cool little movie. The performances are really good, except for Garo. It could be a little better. I think someone with my namesake should be a better actor, but maybe the next movie will be better. But Angelina's really good. Vince is excellent. He has most of the heavy lifting to do acting-wise in this movie. He's fantastic. The music is great. They got this 70s music by J.D. Blackfoot from an album that came out in 1972, and it sounds fucking great. And then there's just so much good score by a guy named Bren Scott, who does good music, but he's probably a really annoying friend. And then another group called Palm Tree Lumberjacks do a great job too. The music's just sensational with this movie. So I want to thank SGL for sending me this early copy. It comes out December 12th. And I heard that the movie's going to be hitting Amazon Prime around that time. So you can watch the movie for free on Amazon Prime and then decide if you want to buy this jam-packed Blu-ray, and it's also on DVD. And I would say buy the DVD. It's getting my recommendation, and you can trust me after all the episodes of this show that I have done. So this is a great DVD. I like it. It's a good movie. Not perfect, but what movie can be? It's a little weird. It's, you're going to have to go into it with a different mindset. You can't go in there and be like, oh, I want this to be like, this horror movie or that horror movie. It's kind of its own thing, and you kind of have to accept it for what it is. So this is Mr. Garo, and I just want to say thank you, and like and subscribe, and I'll have a new episode for you next week. And I highly recommend buying Dangerous People. Thanks.
Life was so beautiful in the beginning. was so beautiful in the beginning.